Using my small round brush, I'm going to go ahead and grab a smidgen of my blue and add it to my white for my first tint. I'm going to swirl it past where it looks swirly and awesome and see if I can thoroughly mix it. From there, I will test blob it. And right now I have my first tint of blue. So I'm going to use my small flat, hold it by the grippy, and apply my color. Remember, we do want to keep our paint as inside the lines as we possibly can. You all know that you can use the Sharpie to go back over your Sharpie lines once everything is completely dry the following class. Okay, so this is tint number 1. I'm gonna mix my paintbrushes in the water, rinse them, blot them out on your paper towel. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my small round again to grab another smidge. I don't know why the bristles look like that. That's what happens when they dry. I'm gonna grab another smidgen and mix it past where it looks swirly and awesome. Okay. I am going to test blob it to see if it looks incrementally darker from the tint before it. Okay. Right now this does. Let's say I wanted to make it, let's say that this is reading exact same color as this. I can go back, rinse my small round, grab another blob, small amount, smidgen of that darker color, add it to the lighter color, mix it thoroughly. Okay, and then apply it. Okay, so I'm going to apply it using my small flat. I am actually going to downgrade to my smaller round brush in just a moment to get into these small awkward places and spaces. So I can't really get in here with the paintbrush I'm using right now. So I'm going to use my small round brush. There we go. Perfect. Okay, next one, the third section is always going to be your pure color. Okay, so I'm going to rinse and blot my paintbrush, grab my pure color, hold it by the grippy. If you can see the white of the paper through your color, give it another coat before you move on. I'm having a hard time getting into those small awkward places and spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up my small round brush. There we go. All right, now for shades of blue, it's going to be the same sort of thing as the violet or the purple, where it's hard to make a color look, the dark color look darker than it already is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, instead of just grabbing a small smidgen of the black, I'm going to be a little bit more generous with it. Okay, so I'm going to grab a small glob, mix it in here. And once I have it mixed thoroughly, I am going to test blob it. Okay. Let me test blob to see if it looks darker. I believe it does. Okay, so that looks darker to me. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my other paintbrush, a small flat, hold it by the grippy. Remember to get off that paintbrush tool because it makes your color lighter. It does not need to be that way. All right, here we go. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do all in for my last shade. Be generous with the black. Okay. When you add the black to the blue, it's gonna give you that really dark navy. I call it midnight blue. It's almost black, really. We want it to have a blue base, but be very, very, very dark. So mix it past where it looks thoroughly and awesome, and then you can apply it. I'm going to hit up my smaller range round brush for this. Try and keep it inside the lines. Okay, and this wedge is done.